Tone, it's some real money in the room.
Most hated blogger in Texas, RealToonTV checking in. So I'm just gonna say this: I'm a Texas platform, meaning that when things go on in Texas, my backyard, sometimes we cover them, sometimes we can't. You know, it's just too sensitive of a subject. This DJ Pat situation, being found as the alleged murderer of Takeoff, is very close. I'm not gonna lie, it hits home. You know what I'm saying? I know Pat personally. I was just at the store, seeing Pat at the store. It's about 9, 10 o'clock at night. Pat, what's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I see stuff like that, I have to be accountable. DJ Academics doesn't have to be accountable. You know, people from Houston see DJ Academic stuff and they run with the narrative. People see RealToonTV talking about the exact same thing. RealToonTV snitching. Guess what? I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You probably in some paperwork. You probably hanging out with a nigga that's in some paperwork. You probably got niggas on paperwork in your family. So don't come at the blogger for reporting the news, my nigga. Don't come at the journalist for reporting the news. That's not what's going on. And I, quite frankly, don't give about what you talking about. But I do want to weigh in on the DJ Pat subject. Why do I want to weigh in? Because the fans of Takeoff feel like justice has been served or is getting served. The streets of Houston are confused because all of these blogs came out with all of these stories and none of them were accurate. There's a random guy. DJ Pat is a random guy. We're going to get into who he is in a second. But he's a random guy who was accused of the murder of Takeoff. How was this random guy accused of the murder of Takeoff? So you telling me it wasn't Lil Cam? It wasn't Jay Prince Jr. It wasn't Mob Ties. It wasn't anybody who you guys pointed to, placed blame on, put their lives in jeopardy. It was none of them. It's why I don't listen to out-of-town bloggers, number one. But number two, internet speculation happens. Number three, DJ Pat's arrested and everybody's confused. So let's first and foremost, I'm gonna tell a little story about how I got to know who DJ Pat was. So I had beef with DJ Pat. Yes, I beefed with the alleged murderer of Takeoff. Last year, I first come into the city of Houston, turning that bitch up, left and right. And so we were dropping lists. I drop a Southwest list, South Side list, North Side list. Everybody in the city can vouch. If you're a rapper from the city of Houston, big or small, you can vouch. You've seen the list. Bloodbath, Walk, Fast Lane, XO No Sleep. They were Lil Jeremy, Kirko Banks, anybody in the Mona Leo, anybody from the city of Houston, and those just the big artists. We can go to the Pressure Queen, the Flow Queen. We can, yeah, she from Dallas, but you know, however it is, you know, as far as Texas is concerned, you can't miss Real Tune not on no rap shit. So I'm gonna say this: I come to the city of Houston turning it up. I do tournaments, okay? So I started the tournament wave in Houston. So we started off with the Southwest, then the South Side, onto the North Side, and then we went to the East Side. Now, the East Side of Houston is very different because the East Side of Houston has never had any light shed on it. Kirko Banks, he's from the East Side, but nobody knows that except motherfuckers who grew up with him on the East Side or heard he was from the East Side. Lil Jeremy's from the East Side. He claims to be King of the East. He does a lot of food drives, but he's still trying to get his cell phone. So he hasn't put anybody on from the East Side. You can't name one person that Jeremy put on. You could say Nook Gas Gang, but Nook Gas Gang ain't on. Plus, he's Gas Gang. If your name Gas Gang and you around Lil Jeremy Gas Gang, then guess what? You Gas Gang. You around by affiliation, not because somebody put you on. Nobody from Houston can say, oh, I'm on because of Lil Jeremy. Lil Jeremy can say that, you know, he built with some people, Kenny Lou, R.I.P., you know what I'm saying? But that's more like Kenny Lou putting Jeremy on if we just keeping it all the way player. So I'm just giving you this history to say when Real Tune came to the East and I got to turning up the East, I was the first to really shed light on the East. Lil Jeremy's the gas guy, but there's two other gas guys, right? I'm going to keep their names out of here, but one gas guy is the owner of Get Off Your Ass and Hit Your Lick clothing brand, okay? my nigga D. So my nigga D, one of the first clothing brands I fucked with in the city. I got to fucking with Black the Barber, one of my first barbers in the city of Houston. Eastside Business by way of McNabb. Watch this, Clinton Park. I'm all in Clinton Park, Smurfzilla and them. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets deeper, and we got pictures and whatnot to vouch, but I don't gotta do that the East no. So long story short, I get to turning up the East. You know what I'm saying? I get deep in they trenches too. I'm bringing up shit niggas don't know about. I'm reporting on artists who don't get no coverage. You know what I'm saying? And DJ Pat didn't like it, so I start getting messages from a nigga named DJ Pat. He tagging me on Instagram. He talking shit. He talking down on the platform. And motherfuckers from the East got to taking his side because he was credible. DJ Pat does give backs. He gives back to his community. He cares about his community. Niggas in the East fuck with him and know him for that. So when they see RealToonTV doing this messy shit and DJ Pat calling RealToonTV out for it, they taking his side. But little did DJ Pat know a lot of the artists that I was covering liked that stuff. The reason they liked it is because nobody else has done anything for him. Not Kirk O'Banks, not Lil Jeremy, not nobody. So, and salute to Kirk O'Banks because he did give out a free feature. So we got a Houston legend by way of RealToonTV gave out a free feature to an artist known as Juan Vuitton, another artist from the East Side. So you wrap up the point about DJ Pat. So DJ Pat got to going at me on the internet. One thing I'm not gonna tolerate is a nigga who going at me on the internet and don't know me in person, especially if you got the narrative fucked up. So I had to check that shit. So I get to checking that shit on the internet back. So DJ Pat, he get to checking that shit back. So now we going back and forth with the checking. But I got the platform, so guess who gonna win? Every time. Me. So boom. I'm at Parma nightclub in Houston. If you're from Houston, you know about Parma on a Tuesday, right? What Toon doing in the club on a Tuesday? Toon came for a little drink. I was winding down. So stripper bitch running to me. Boom. Little stripper bitch. She peeped me. She say, "Oh, you real Toon?" I say, nah, I'm real. You know what I'm saying? RealToonTV, that's the platform. So she say, "Oh, real nice to meet you. I'm what you drinking on?" So she buy me a drink. Boom. Stripper bitch, she work at the Flame. Boom. DJ Pat is the DJ for the Flame. Boom. DJ Pat, 10 minutes later, me and the bitch done took 2-3 shots. Her treat. You know what I'm saying? I had some food. She ain't want none. I did offer. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind tripping because I got it. Now watch this. DJ Pat come in. She like, uh-oh. Don't look back. But Pat just walked in. So she's nervous, right? Because she's with the ops. Right now, I'm the ops. Okay? Pat is the strip club DJ. For those who don't know, if you work in nightlife, the DJ has a lot of control over the revenue that you bring home. If you even get the chance to dance, the DJ is him. So the DJs in strip clubs are like gatekeepers. In Houston being a strip club city, like literally a pimping city, we got Macaroni Tony, we got legendary pimps out of Houston. As a matter of fact, we're #1 for prostitution and human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Human trafficking is the new word for prostitution. However it is, you know what I'm saying? You go down the Blade, you bust that right by the Burger King, you gonna know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about the net, for those who don't know. Now watch this here. So boom, DJ Pat come in, oh, he here? I put my shit down, you know what I'm saying? I get in his face. He get in my face. We smiled at each other, dap each other up, and that's when I knew he was good people. I knew he wasn't who he was coming off on the internet. And he really wasn't even coming off bad. So I understood why people took him serious, why people gave him credibility. But what I learned was that DJ Pat wasn't no hoe. And I think this is where the city of Houston got it fucked up at. A lot of people think it's random because all these other names got mentioned. It's random on the part of academics and these other bloggers. It's not random on the part of DJ Pat. DJ Pat ain't no hoe. I found that out personally. See, a lot of people don't know this, but DJ Pat caught a body leaving the strip club. So DJ Pat's first body was, he was leaving the strip club. This is all public record, right? This is all out there already. He was leaving the strip club. Somebody tried to rob him. I'm not sure if DJ Pat actually got shot in the attempted robbery, but he killed the other man. Yeah, beat the case because it was self-defense. So when everybody's confused on, man, DJ Pat could never, they saying that because they mess with DJ Pat. I mess with DJ Pat, and we know DJ Pat is good people, but it's hard to rule him out as a suspect when you know that he's committed murder before. Like, it's just hard. So my thing is, I'm not gonna say he did it or he didn't. I wasn't there. The only people who can tell you that is the people who were there, mob ties and the people who they allowed in that room, right? Literally, mob ties and the people who they allowed in that room can tell you if he did it or not. If they seen it, they might not have seen it. They might have turned their head for a brief second and kaboom. Nobody knows what happened to Takeoff. And the person who could talk is dead. So I'm not going to rush to judgment and say that DJ Pat did it. But I know two things for sure. And I just want to talk about intent. So hypothetically speaking, DJ Pat pleads guilty or gets found guilty. Or he did it. Let's hypothetically speak. Which is hypothetically, right? Knock on wood. DJ Pat did it. He took out Takeoff. Why? That's the question that nobody wants to bring up because I think everybody's looking at a scapegoat. DJ Pat's first body was in self-defense. They tried to rob him leaving the strip club. Literally. What occurred for DJ Pat to feel in fear for his life to take up life? It's my understanding that Takeoff didn't get hit once he got hit. Niggas dumping the clip. Now, another reason why Houston may not know this history about DJ Pat. DJ Pat's a quiet guy. He's Lil Jeremy's DJ. He's a quiet guy. He's from the East. That East Side business, right? He's a quiet guy. But I'm going to tell you one thing about the quiet nigga, the scary nigga. They'll be the first to gun your motherfucking ass down. The scary nigga will be the first to gun your motherfucking ass down. Now, DJ Pat, I don't know if he was a scary nigga or just a quiet nigga. I just know my relationship with him, he was a good nigga. And I hate to see a good nigga in this position, man. And I hope everything works out in his favor. And I pray it wasn't him in the Takeoff situation. And if it was, I hope the intent gets considered. I know what y'all gonna say. RealToonTV the laws. Nigga, this on the news, nigga. I could have been told y'all what was going on. But fuck you. Now let me say this. DJ Pat should have already had his passport. Now, I don't know why DJ Pat would wait till you catch a hat to get a passport to Mexico. Oh, that looked bad. That looked bad. But I'm going to say this. Intent. He's a strip club DJ. Stripper hoes getting chose. You know what I'm saying? And getting taken out after they done did that thing on the pole to other cities and states like Cancun and Mexico. So we don't know if DJ Pat was trying to enjoy himself. Nigga like 30, 32. It's time for him to enjoy life. So he bought a passport to Mexico. DJ Pat also got good hair. Y'all looking like, what is good hair to him? I'm not, when I say good hair, I'm not talking about 4C. I'm talking about 4A. I'm talking about that slick shit. I got 4C. I got my shit good. But I'm talking about that, you know what y'all black folks call good hair. Mixed with Mexican. DJ Pat look a little Mexican. If you look at him, the nigga got braids. Yes, he do. He got braids. When I seen him, he had braids. He got braids. His hair go back. And it's a little silk. He light skinned, but he like that. He like a Blaxican light skin. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was going to Mexico to stay for a little minute. He could be Mexican. But it doesn't look good. It does not look good. The intent of that looks like he was going to run, which is why court documents reflected that. And they can use that because if you haven't applied for a passport, there's several things you need to do. You need to take, first off, you need to take a passport photo. You get to get all your documents together. You got to submit about $250. And then he probably expedited his shit. He probably put the expedited passport. Passport gonna take a minimum of 3 months to come in. Expedited maybe 1 or 2 months, 60 days. Within that time frame, the police narrowed him down as a suspect. You have to submit your shit to, I want to say, the annex office of the court to get a passport. So when you submit your shit, you're filing a government record, a government document. So to the government, with you being a suspect, it's gonna look like you were trying to flee the state. I'm gonna tell you, Pat may not be able to get a bond because of that. Like, he'll flee. He'll flee. He was preparing to flee. He was preparing to do something. Now, if he gets a good lawyer, which I'm hoping he'll have the funds for, I don't know. Here's the point. Here's the point. It's time we quit blaming the Prince family. It's time that we quit blaming Junior. It's time that we quit blaming Rap-A-Lot. If you want to blame them for the check-in, you know, he was out there with them, that's cool. But all of the memes, they had him set up, they did this, they did that, they should have known. Let me tell you something. DJ Pat ain't got shit to do with Rap-A-Lot. He ain't got shit to do with Mob Ties. He's a popular DJ in the city at a popular strip club. He probably brought the same dancers who told on him. So if you wonder who told on him, it was the dancers, it was the girls, right? This is a rap event. The type of girls that they was gonna have, probably dancers. Dancers are some of the finest women we got. Fat ass, kiddo bitties. Hey, and guess who all the dancers know? DJ Pat. It's a sad situation, man. This was definitely an L for Houston. And if it was DJ Pat, it lets us know why Jazz Prince was offended when Sauce Walka came at him. Because it's like, they had nothing to do with Mob Ties, but, you know, we dry guilty in this situation. We're dry guilty in this situation. Like, everybody's pointing the finger at us. And it's DJ Pat. He's supposed to. That's like DJ Eric. Like, they supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like Killer Quinn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas. Certain niggas can be in the mix. Like, they got. You know what I'm saying? Like what's her name? Molo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain promoters, the Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? It's certain people who, if they at an event, like, nobody's surprised. Nobody's like. You know what I'm saying? Like, they welcome there. They influencers in the city. Pat's one of them. And so, everybody in Houston confused. I'm not. I'm like, damn. I'm more so, what happened for him to do what he did, if he did it. And if it was justified, he should be absolved. If not, man, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.